What's going on, y'all? So listen. What's going on, y'all? Girl, I had took my stand down so that I can go ahead and edit, because I had to take the camera off the stand to edit, upload the videos for Real Housewives. So, and I just didn't. I'm holding it right there. I don't even feel like putting it back up. So if it's shaking, y'all will be all right. But we back. We back for Married to Medicine. All right. You know, we had a lot of mixed. What's this? Married to Medicine season 5. Well, no, season 9, episode 5, and Acts to Grand. Okay. We had a lot of mixed, opinion, in which I felt like it was gonna be that way. Some people, because this where it left off at. Well, the episode picked up where it left off at with the guys at the axe throwing place, and Eugene being in his feelings, Karen giving a half-ass apology or whatever, and I knew it was gonna be divided. Some people thought that what happened with Karen and Anila was funny, the whole thing. Some people thought that it wasn't. I'm on the side that thought that it wasn't funny for the simple fact that, yes, we all made fun of them. Okay, we know that, they move a lot. Okay, and the reasons that they are giving that they're moving is ridiculous at this point. But we're the public. We're strangers to them. Okay, it don't really matter probably what the public say, but for somebody that you not even friends with, you're trying to become friends with again when you already had a rocky start, for you to come in and you to make me the butt of the joke and then have everybody else laughing too, yeah, you're gonna feel a little bit embarrassed, especially when you know that your shit ain't all the way together. So that's where Eugene is coming from. And that's why, honestly, I didn't think the shit was funny, because I just didn't think the shit was funny. I just thought it was corny. Some of y'all hee hee ha 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 at it. I was just like, this corny as hell. Y'all could have did a little bit better. Okay? Y'all could have did a little bit better. Bitch, what could they have done? Because I wanted to, if you going to go all out and you going to make fun of somebody, baby, make me but Gus laughed, okay? Like, laugh from the pit of my goddamn frame, okay? I want to go. I was sitting here like, okay. And I already knew he was going to have a problem with it, because they're insecure about the whole situation with them moving, and people talking about them. And you would expect that people that they're in their circle is not going to talk about them. But then you got people, this is a couple, or at least Anila, y'all are trying to become cool again. Because usually the men don't have issues with each other. They just let the women go ahead and go off and do whatever the hell it is that they got to do, have a drama. But in this case, you could say Karen kind of stepped over the line by entertaining the whole thing, because you can't tell me that it wasn't Anila's idea to go as this and Karen just went along with it. Karen, I don't think, is sitting around thinking about Toya and Eugene moving. That's Anila. Karen is actually thinking about his job. Karen just went along with it, okay? But, and he probably really did think that it was funny. After it went down, he thought it was funny, a cool joke or whatever. And here's the thing. You could think something is funny. You can think something is cool. But you have to understand that you cannot dictate the way somebody may react to it, especially if it's done to the person. Okay? Just because you may think it's funny don't mean that they're going to take it as being funny. Ha, 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 he, he. Do I feel as though Eugene needed to blow up right then and there at that party like that? No, I didn't. He could have pulled Karen to the side the next day or whatever, after he calmed down or whatever, season yourself, okay, go to the side, go in the corner if that's what you needed to do, and then pull Karen to the side, because y'all supposed to be boys. Your wives got issues, but you ain't got no issue with him. So it was a little weird. It was a little weird. I can admit that, for him to blow up so hard at this party like that, and I'm pretty sure that worst thing has been said. You know what I'm saying? But everybody has their limit. And when you are insecure about what's been going on, when you are embarrassed about what's been going on and what's been said, and you wasn't expecting to hear that within your group of people or whatever, I can see why you blow up, okay? I can see why you be pissed or be mad or feel some type of way. Let me just say feel some type of way, because that's more than like it. But when they go to this axe grinding thing, when Karen gives the apology or whatever, at the end of the day, just about everybody that thought it was funny. Even Cecil thought it was funny, but Cecil said once he spoke to Eugene, he understood where Eugene was coming from. So he respected that. And that's the difference. Karen, you committed the offense to Eugene. Even though you didn't think that it was offensive or that it was going to come off offensive, you committed an offense to Eugene in his eyes. So therefore, if a person is telling you that you offended me, you hurt me, I wasn't here for this, respect that and say, well, that wasn't my intention and I apologize. And just leave it at that. In an apology like that, we automatically assume that you're being sincere, even if you probably not. But when you say, I mean, if it offended you, I'm sorry, but the shit was really funny, that's going to show that you really not sorry. And you just saying this just to appease them for right now, to calm them down, okay? Or to just move on from the situation. That's what it is. You know what I'm saying? So that's the part that I really wasn't here with. Karen, you not sorry for the whole situation. And, I mean, if you're not sorry, I would have just said, I ain't apologizing for shit because I ain't sorry. That ain't my problem that you got offended by that. That ain't my problem that you going through the shit that you going through. That ain't my problem that your wife or you and your wife going through this. That's what I would have said, okay, if I wasn't sorry. But then when Karen said, well, I ain't gonna make no jokes, I'd be the dullest motherfucker here. I said, hold up, Eugene, because Eugene said, he got his little doughboy ass up and said, call me another motherfucker, I'll be a motherfucker. I said, calm the fuck down, Eugene. I feel as though Eugene snapped because he can't fully snap on Toya. I'm just saying, like, it would be wrong if he snapped on his wife the way that he really wants to. He stressed the fuck out. He working down to the nubs, okay? He ain't got knuckles, he got nubbles. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. And then when he got, I mean, you got so pissed. Like, at this moment, it just felt like Eugene wanted to be mad. Because Kieran did not call him a motherfucker. Kieran called himself a motherfucker. And Kieran had to make sure that he understood that, bitch. I said, I call myself a motherfucker, okay? I said, Eugene, please sit down. Because at this point, you're embarrassing yourself. But I get it. But at the same time, you know, they sitting up in a confessional and they're like, so wait a minute, you apologize, but he don't want to take the apology? I said, because it wasn't a sincere apology. So shut up, girl. But anyway, you know what I'm saying? Just remember, even if you think something is cool, you think something is funny, you cannot dictate the way that somebody is going to take it, okay? And you can't get upset at the way that somebody takes it. If they don't take it and find it funny, that's just because they don't find it funny. If they say they offended, you offended them, apologize and move the fuck on, okay? But at the end of the day, Eugene, you need to get your house in order first, because you can't just keep on blowing the fuck up at everybody just because your shit out of whack. Everybody dealing with shit there, and everybody probably got a reason to fucking blow up, but you see they ain't doing that. Damon said, hold on, let me get it together. But does anybody else have a plank in their eye? Does not everybody have a plank in their eye? I said, oh, you finna take it back to the biblical. Okay, we going back to the Bible. He was like, you know, there's a Bible scripture, you know what I'm saying, you know, about the plank, one plank bigger than. I said, oh, okay, I know what it's about. You know what I'm saying? And he goes into, you know, there's been things that's said by the wives, and the wives said, all your wives have said things about me that hurt my feelings. Okay, but I feel some type of way, but you don't see me blowing up. But see, the only time that I would blow up if it was one of you guys say something about me, because I let that other stuff pass, because they're just the wives. But if one of you guys say something about me and you say the same thing, then yeah, that'll make me blow up and say something. So that's where Eugene is coming from, okay? I said, we ain't have to go biblical, but I get what you saying. You know what I'm saying? Nobody here is without fault. Okay, that's what he was saying. Nobody here is without fault or whatever. Now, when he brought the wives in, I said, what the wives got to do with this, Damon? But he brought it on home when he said, basically, the wives can say some shit and we stay out their business because they use the men's as goddamn low blows and everything to get to the wives when they get into it. But then if the men, because we supposed to be above that and just stay out the women's business, if y'all come at me and say some shit, it's gonna make me feel away, and I'm gonna have to say something. We get it. I said, all right, Damon. They go ahead and do the little axe throwing and shit. And I was like, And you know what? Eugene and them, they probably gonna be cool in the next couple of days. Probably give them a couple of weeks, okay? Because men don't really hold on to shit like women do. You know what I'm saying? And speaking of, dang, bitch, uncle, This ain't P Valley. Heavenly and Toya, did y'all see that shit that went down yesterday? Girl, I just so happened to log on to Twitter. And Heavenly and Toya is on my timeline, just going, because it's being retweeted onto my timeline. So I'm just looking at the thread. Baby, they was just going at each other. And I'm sitting here like, at this point, we're 9 seasons in. I don't even remember what season Heavenly came in. But this back and forth between Toya and Heavenly, it's kind of tired. I ain't gonna say it's kind of, it's tired as hell. Because at this point, y'all all saying the same thing. Y'all recycling the same thing. You a bitch. You broke. Daddy don't love you. You this and you. Like, girl, come on. Like, y'all gotta grow the fuck up. Y'all too old to be doing this shit. At this point, we gotta come up with something different. Or just leave each other alone. So, Dr. Jackie was up in her office, and then he come Heavenly, okay? You know, she come up in there, she got food or whatever. Next thing you know, here comes Simone. Simone would have been me, okay? I am the type of person, if you gonna invite me somewhere, who all gonna be there? Now, if you my friend and we supposed to have a lunch date or whatever, I shouldn't have to ask that, and don't be popping nobody up that ain't supposed to be there. If it's supposed to be with me and you, it's supposed to be with me and you. That's all I'm expecting. So the way Simone came in, oh, okay. She had to decide whether or not she was going to continue to just act right and just go ahead through with it since she already there, or to turn her ass back around. Honestly, I think I probably would just, I would have turned around. I would have been like, okay, so now this is not going to happen, so let's go, okay? I'm just that type of person. I'm just that type of person because I just don't want to be fake, okay? And I just can't. I just can't. Because after the last time, you done already called me a flip-flopper. You done did all of this shit. Now I'm supposed to sit down with you, Heavenly. Hell no, okay? But Heavenly get up like everything all good. Hey, girl. How you doing? Giving hugs and shit. But I feel like Simone handled it well. Jackie said, listen, girl, this is how you do a proper ambush, okay? I said, bitch, what's the difference? It's only y'all. It's just only one other person. That's what the difference is. And you ain't trying to come at nobody, I guess. But anyway, you know, I miss all 3 of them together. I really do. The Golden Girls, you know, so they get together and basically Simone said, bitch, I thought this was a duo. You still working on a trio? Bitch, is that great hair? Yeah. You still working on a trio? What's going on? We trying to do this duo shit. First of all, we still working on us. Okay, you forcing this trio shit? But, you know, Heavenly and them had talked about the fact that they was going to do a little trip or whatever. And, you know, they got to figure out what trip they're going to do. They want to go to Vegas and, you know, just let loose whatever. But then they said, Simone said, well, how we going to invite all the other girls? Because they was like, invite the girls to everybody else to go too. How we going to invite everybody else when Heavenly don't even get along with none of them? And she was like, I mean, yes, I do. I talked to everybody and I apologized and we all good. Baby, she talked to Toya the day before and apologized. I said, this shit ain't last. After what I told y'all earlier, that shit didn't last because, bitch, they was going at it when the season came on. I said, oh, that was just for play. You know, she talked to Quiet at the party last week. And she said she sent a text to Contessa. Girl, I wouldn't want to go on no trip with people that I know I had an issue with. But you know they got to. They contractually obligated to if they want to get paid. So there's that. But you know, they gonna do that. She was like, and I like to play poker. They said, I can't imagine you with a poker face. When Simone said, all I can hear is you going, I can't even do it. Because it caught me off guard. I wasn't expecting her to imitate her laugh. Girl, that shit was funny as hell. I don't know why it hit me, but it hit me hard. But anyway, Simone handled it well. Everybody handled themselves well. And it's sad that we have to say that about these grown-ass people. You handled yourself well in this situation. Then Anila, she done gone to Kieran's office, okay? You know, bringing him some dinner and brought the kids. Anila is making me mad. And I'm going to tell y'all why. Because Anila is acting as if she has no resources. Anila is acting like She is a single mother who is living in the projects, and she ain't got no help whatsoever with her kids. That is what Anila is acting like with these kids. And that just goes to show, and I hate to say this, but it seems like she had very little involvement in their growing up till the age that they are now. And Miss Gomez was the one that was really doing all of the work, okay? And I really hate that. I hate that I get that impression from her. Because I know I don't have to be a mother to know that parenting kids and taking care of kids and, all of that is the only one. I mean, it's really a hard job. It's not easy. Even if it's just one child, it's not easy, okay? But when you have the resources that Anila has, the space that she has, it ain't even like she's working a actual job. She's a blogger, if that. You know what I'm saying? And if you ask me, bloggers make their own schedules. Okay? I could come on here. This is a hobby. You know what I'm saying? A little side gig, if you want to say it. It's a passion project for me. When I do my YouTube or whatever, it's a passion project for me because it's a release. It's something that makes me happy. I love coming on here, just kikiing with y'all, seeing y'all kiki back and just being goofy. Y'all see me light up when I come on the camera most of the time. Well, I say 95% of the time. Unless I'm coming on here venting. And even when I'm venting, I end up busting up laughing about something, right? And I can do that at any time I want to, unless, and I get it that sometimes when you blogging about stuff or whatever, you're on a deadline and all that stuff, depending on what it is, but it's not so strict. I've been in this game for a minute. It's not as strict as Anila trying to make it. Like, she can't find time to take care of her kids and to do this and to do that. When she said, these kids are driving me crazy. I'm being invited to things. I said, you being invited to things. Girl, you can cancel that one little event this time and go to it next time until you get everything together. When your life kind of switches up a little bit, you can put a little bit of shit on the back burner for a second. Not even just drop it. You could just pause it. You can't tell me you can't pause shit, or you can't turn down an invite to some place right quick and wait till the next time come around. Because I'm pretty sure it's going to be a next time. Until you get settled, because what should be more important right about now is your kids and making sure that they're settled and adjusting to the fact that the nanny that was actually taking care of them is no longer taking care of them, and now their mama got to be a full-time mother. And I hate to say it like that because it make it sound like she's not being a full-time mother, but that's how she's a parent. Like, it's so freaking hard for her to figure out what to do when she got all these resources, and you got people out here that ain't got resources like her. They got that shit. Okay? You know what I'm saying? Out here paying thousands and thousands of dollars for fucking daycare, and your ass got the resources or whatever right there. And girl, it's making me mad when I see her complain about this whole thing. Okay? I really cannot feel sympathetic towards her. I don't have any empathy towards her either. Okay? Because I just don't get it. I just don't get it. And all them people worked, okay? And they still took care of their kids. They not complaining on this TV. And now you want your mama to come. You want your mama to come. I don't understand why you ain't say that in the first place. I was with Karen. You want the mama to come? He said, because she was like, maybe do a trial run for a few weeks. That motherfucker said a few weeks? That big ass bottle of bourbon that she brought to this office, he said, bitch, give me a goddamn straw at this point if that's what you want to happen. I laughed because that shit was fucking funny. I felt the same way. That's all that she wanted. That's where she was going at the whole time. She wanted her mama to come out there and basically do her job. Grandparents would do it anyway, so there's that. I said, Anila, I get it, but I feel like you putting on a little bit too much. I don't know if you realize this is the way that it's coming off. Like you don't know how to parent your child. Like you ain't been in your kids' lives. I hate to say that, but that's how it's coming off to me. So, Contessa, she getting ready for her little fitness competition, and the trainer come up in there, and baby, let me tell you something. There's something about guys that have muscles, but then they got it's a different type for the dudes that got too much muscle. And that trainer got a little bit too much muscle, okay? I say that because that little jogging tracksuit that he had on, that shit was tight, okay? It just didn't. All right, moving on from me. Moving on from me. Moving on from that. You know, he gets up in there. Him and Contessa going over a meal plan that he gave her is strict, and she needs to abide by it so that she could be in top fit shape for this competition. And you know, the fact that they finna go to Vegas and you gotta eat. Granted, I eat egg whites. Okay, that's what I eat anyway. If I eat something in the morning, eat some egg whites or whatever. But girl, she eating rabbit food. I'm like, if you go eat something like that, eat something, okay? Like I ain't finna have like an ounce of this and half an ounce of that and one little slice of an orange or a slice of a girl. I just ain't disciplined like that, okay? I just ain't disciplined like that. I wish I was, but baby, I just know I can never. I can never. I know people. I be so amazed though. Let me break into this. I be so amazed when I see people who like come from like really really big or whatever, and then they go down to small, and without any like surgical help or anything like that, and their diet completely changed, and the stuff that they eat, I be like, damn, I wish I just had that. Like I don't eat that much. Y'all know it's a snacking thing for me. I don't eat that much as it is. I'm looking into intermittent fasting, but bitch, I said, what the hell is that she eating? Oats and shit. I don't eat oats, okay? And it's a lot of stuff that I don't eat. I am a picky eater. But I'ma just say this. I don't like to talk about people's kids. I feel like you shouldn't talk about people's kids. And I preference that because I know that's a sensitive topic. But Contessa's little daughter, that little girl bad. Now, see, I held off for saying that last time, okay? But that little girl bad. She don't know how to act in front of people. She don't know how to act in front of company. You know what I'm saying? Unless this is just somebody that she comfortable with. Mama doing a lot, all right? And Contessa think that shit cute. It ain't cute. You know, I get it. He had your mama throw away your Halloween candy. That's kind of fucked up because, bitch, I'm supposed to be getting it. You, mama, you getting in shape. I don't need to. I'm a growing child, okay? Put my candy off to the side and don't you touch it. And I won't touch it until I need to touch it. That's what it is. You throw mama shit away. You don't throw my shit away. I get that part. But, you know, the way, the little girl bad. The little girl bad. I'm gonna move on from that because we already saw it at least 2 or 3 times already this season with that little girl. Moving on from that, I was here for it when she said, he said, "You forgive me?" She said, "No." No, bitch. You threw my candy away. Girl, that was funny though. Then we get over there to not Contessa, but Heavenly. We get introduced to the new girl again. Her name is Audra. She's a doctor. She just came back from Ghana. You just came back from Ghana. Now you finna go on another trip. I like that. So she gets over there, right? And they trying to talk about what they finna wear and all this stuff. They catching up and woo woo woo. She like a little ass out and all that shit. Ooh, you just like quiet. Y'all to get allowed because she, you know, she like her little ass out. Okay, fine. That's cute. But then they talking about the trip and this whole thing with Contessa because she was like, I heard the girls came at your ass, girl. What is going on? She told her about the little intervention and everything and had her the feelings and, you know, she just never understood. How could you do some shit like that? If you have a problem with me, don't go get my enemies to come at me to be on your side. That's what Contessa went wrong. And I would have had an issue with that too. Yeah, confront the bitch, but don't go get people that don't fuck with me as well to try to confront me or whatever. You confront me in private. Well, don't even do it in private. We could do it in public, but it just be you. Okay? Because if I offended you in public, bitch, you can confront my ass in public and I'll give you a public apology. That's how I feel like it did. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, she feels hurt about it. Do I feel like there is some realm where Contessa and Heavenly have a right to feel hurt about what's going on in their relationship? Yes. Do I feel like Contessa is putting on a little bit much? Yes. Do I feel like Heavenly deserves some of the shit that she getting right about now? Hell yeah. Okay? It's been a long time coming. You know, you can't keep coming at people. You can't keep doing foul shit. And I think that people ain't gonna speak up and come at your ass right back. And now motherfuckers is coming back at your ass, okay? And you just gonna have to eat that shit for right now. But it's just the way that you go about it. But at the same time, they thinking about if they're gonna get along while they on the trip, and she needs to talk to Contessa. She hasn't really spoken to her since that whole thing, and you gonna wait till y'all get on the trip to want to have a conversation. Why do we do this? Why do they do this? For drama, okay? Because we need some scenes. That's just what it is. Because, bitch, I am not going on no trip with somebody that I don't fuck with. And I mean that I really don't fuck with. And I know that if they say one word to me, oh, I'm finna fuck this whole trip up. That's what it is with Contessa and Heavenly right about now. Girl, I know I got time. But we'll see. So everybody packing, getting ready, trying to see what they gonna give. Let me just say this. Quad, change that dog's color. Okay? Change that dog color. That's it. You know, Contessa, she confirmed that Heavenly did send her a text message, basically trying to apologize and saying that she's sorry that she hurt her and she was deeply hurt about everything that went down or whatever. And Contessa is like, you know what? I'm still feel away because we're Heavenly. She'll say she's sorry and then, you know, come get together with the group and start doing some foul shit still. And I said, I mean, you get, because we all know, and see, this what makes it so hard. Is it really hard? Because we have to be honest with ourselves. Heavenly can be funny. Heavenly can be a lot. Heavenly can be extra, okay? And then Heavenly has had a pattern and a habit of apologizing for the bullshit that she does and going right back to doing it again. Literally 5 minutes later. You know what I'm saying? We've seen this. So Contessa being apprehensive to take that apology with, you know, all sincerity or whatever, and to, you know, be like, okay, cool, we okay. I understand it. But Contessa, girl, all right. They get ready to get to that airport. Jackie, Simone, and you know, Heavenly, they get there first. Wait a minute, when Simone said, I got this cat suit and I got some butt pads to make it seem like I got a butt and I'm in Atlanta. I said, girl, okay. Cecil was just looking like, okay. But they get to the airport. They the first three there. You know, everybody is cordial. Everybody like it. Everybody cool. I'm liking his vibe so far. Come to find out that they only could get 7 rooms. And so that means that 2 of them would have to sleep in the same room with each other. I don't understand why Jackie went through the whole rigmarole of saying either me and her or you and her or me and her. Girl, just say you and Simone gonna be in a room together because you know damn well Simone is not about to be in no room with Heavenly, okay? And you ain't finna be in no room with Heavenly, you know? So just say what it is, you know? Cause she used the excuse that, you know, Heavenly has to have the room extra cold because she's going through premenopause and all this shit. Heavenly said, bitch, you want to use that excuse? Go ahead. You just using that as an excuse because you know that you got to tiptoe around Simone's feelings. Yeah, cause shit is extra, you know, y'all, it's understandable that this will happen this way because they just now becoming cool again. All right, so yeah, she's not trying to rock the boat just yet. You know what I'm saying? So cool. Everybody starts showing up and everybody happy. Everybody twerking, doing their little dance and shit like that. Bitch, I was Anila. Anila came out that car and she had her shades on and she closed that jacket and she looked like she was ready to go back to sleep. That is me, okay? I ain't finna pull up to the airport and be, hey! No, girl, come on. When we boarding, let me go to the bathroom so I can give me a bottle of water. Give me a bottle of water while I'm out. Let me go to the washroom. We're gonna get into the line so I can sit down. And I swear to God, that's what I do when I get on the plane. Baby. Especially when a motherfucker got turbulence. Oh, I'm going straight to sleep. Cause I don't want to think about dying. Anyway, moving on from that, Contessa was a little late, but they got there. Everybody cool. So it seemed like everybody know Audra already. So because they was all just on first class, and they made sure to say that they was in first class. Anila said, "Bring the drinks, okay?" I said, "Oh, so you needed a break from your kid." But it's the calm before the storm. Anyway, did I say Audra was a doctor? She's not a doctor. She's a real estate attorney. Her husband is the doctor, okay? I thought both of them was a doctor. But I had to go, something didn't sound right, so I had to go back and look. And that's what it was, okay? But, you know, they get there. They having a good time. You got Audra and Anila with these goddamn leotards on and shaking their ass and all this stuff. It's Vegas, okay? I accept it. Oh, no, let loose. Jackie... Bam, you are on a trip with a whole bunch of women that like to drink when they go out, okay? So, you should have had some alcohol up there. I get it. We want to have stuff in moderation. We want to make it to the hotel first, okay? But mama said, I did, because Toya and them, they was like, where the alcohol at? Okay? She said, I thought y'all was going to have something to drink on here. She said, I did. Some water, H2O. Go ahead and replenish your body, because I feel like some of y'all need that shit. Because most of them was drinking, prior to the plane, on the plane, all that stuff. But when we on vacation, bitch, like all that shit go out the window. Y'all in Vegas. Turn the fuck up, bitch. Okay. Now Jackie, we gonna have to step it up a little bit. So they get to the hotel, you know, they go to the bar, they get them a drink and all that stuff. Next thing you know, they go look at the hotel rooms. When we go to the presidential suite, that's where Jackie and Simone will go be staying at. And in that suite is 2 rooms, okay? So that's what it means when Jackie and Simone gonna be sleeping together. I was thinking they was gonna be sleeping in the same room. Oh, they in the presidential suite, but separate rooms. Heavenly caught on to that. She was like, ain't this about a bitch? She going to both of their rooms or whatever. You know, she trying to be cool with Simone. Simone said, bitch, we don't even really like each other like that. So what you trying to give me a hug for? We ain't on that fake shit. But they eventually did that. It was cute. It was real, but it was cute. Meanwhile, the other girls out there just eating. Okay, just eating. And so when everybody else come out, one of them, I think it was Anila or something, that was like, let's play Never Have I Ever. Okay. So they was like, we gonna play Never Have I Ever? Yeah, unless some people can be honest, because we know that some people can be honest and some people can't. That's Contessa. And everybody like, oh, okay, where this coming from? And my whole thing is this. Contessa, you got on this trip, and you know that Heavenly is going to be there. For the simple fact that Heavenly is part of the people who made the trip happen. And you're going to take these shots. If you ain't over the situation, why come? We know why she came, though. But I'm just saying, don't come starting shit. Heavenly ain't said nothing negative to anybody. Nobody had nothing negative to say to her. But you literally throwing shots already, indirectly throwing shots instead of just saying, oh yeah, because we know Heavenly can't be honest. You know, she say this and she say that. It's stupid at this point. Can we just have fun? We just got here. Why are we throwing shots at each other? And then somebody was like, you know, asked Never Have I Ever why Jackie don't drink, whatever, why she ain't get Jackie a drink, whatever. They were like, she drinking. And I've heard that Audra and Toya is supposed to be getting into it this season. And I feel like this is the start, because Audra had to get Toya ass together a little bit, because I would have said the same thing. Why are you trying to force somebody to drink alcohol if they don't want to drink alcohol? Just because you want to drink alcohol don't mean that everybody else on here can drink alcohol or wants to drink alcohol. And she has an issue with the fact that, oh, they're making different accommodations for Jackie. Jackie just drinking water, or she drinking ginger beer. So the fuck what? If that's what she want to do, that's what she want to do. And that's all that Audra was saying. I said, oops, get it together, girl. But anyway, they get into the game, right? So they was asked, never have I ever beat my kids. Contessa was like, I whooped their ass. Okay. Contessa was the main one that was like, oh yeah, I whooped their ass. You know what? Some people is not here for that. Some people here for it. I come from the school of, I got my ass whooped. And when we whoop asses, we don't mean like we beat the shit out of the kids. Like a couple of taps here and there. That's work fine with me. Meanwhile, the next question was, never have I ever had a threesome. Contessa said, not yet. Everybody was like, what? And they just looked at her like, girl, bitch, we know your ass nine, okay? Mind you, you supposed to drink if you have, okay? She started drinking, and she just said that she hasn't. And Heavenly said, you know that bitch lying, okay? They was like, why she drinking? Heavenly said, because that bitch lying. And Heavenly said, that is the freakiest bitch that I know. And remember, she did do the swinging shit, you know what I'm saying? So that's that. The next question was, never have I ever done 69. Just about everybody said that they did it. Jackie didn't say that she did it, but then Jackie started to drink, and they was like, Jackie, you did 69. You ain't done 69. She was like, no, okay, no. And then she was like, well, let me spit that back out because I wasn't supposed to drink. She said the height difference between her and Curtis, because he's so tall, it just wouldn't work. And then Heavenly said in her confessional, it just wouldn't work because they too tall. It wouldn't be 69, it'd be 67 and a half or something. I said, motherfuckers make it work. Jackie don't look like Jackie don't look like she sucked dick anyway. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say. I'm gonna move on from that. Anyway, she looked like she too prim and proper to do that shit. But they said, never have I ever had bad credit. Baby, when they pulled that question up, I looked directly at Toya. It kind of got quiet a little bit, but it was Contessa that was like, hell yeah. She was like, either when she was in high school, at the end of high school, or in college or whatever, her car got repossessed. Okay, she was like, listen, I forgot. I didn't know you was supposed to pay on it every month, and they done took my goddamn car. So yeah, she had some bad credit or whatever. I was waiting for Toya to say some shit, but of course she was just sitting there laughing, And then the next question was like, have you ever cheated on a boyfriend? Just about everybody said that they did. Quai said the boyfriend had it coming, and at least it wasn't the ex-husband. And another one was, what was the other one? I'm rewinding so I can see if I got all the questions. Either way, I can't remember, but they wind up just, kicking it and having a good time, and now they about to get ready for the rest of the trip. I just really want to know, why is Carrie there? Y'all notice that Carrie be popping up out of nowhere. She won't have a scene to herself. And granted, I get it, she must be a friend of the show. But this is a weird friend of the show, because when I tell you she don't have a scene to herself, we didn't get Audra. She had real scenes to herself, with the other cast members. We only see Carrie in group settings right about now. And on group trip. Why is she there? But baby, y'all tell me how y'all feel about it. I'll see y'all later. Peace.